Construct the minimal finite automata for strings ending with AA or BB given the alphabet A, B. We have seen a similar question in the previous video where we constructed a DFA for strings starting with AA or BB. This is a slightly different question. Let's construct the minimal finite automata. The strings are of the form XAA or XBB, where X can be from the alphabet A, B. Here anything followed by AA and here anything followed by BB. These strings are ending with AA and these are ending with BB. So the language will have strings like AA, AAA, BAA, AA, AA, AB, AA, BA, AA, BB, AA, and so on. And the strings ending with BB are BB, BBB, ABB, BA, BB, AB, BB, 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 AA, BB, and so on. Clearly, this is an infinite language where we have infinite number of strings where each string is of finite length. So for an infinite language, we cannot guarantee whether it is a regular language or not. That is, whether we can draw a DFA for infinite language or not. We cannot guarantee that. So let's try to draw a DFA by considering the minimal strings AA and BB. Let's first draw the skeleton using these minimal strings. The language does not have epsilon, so the initial state won't be final state. So Q0 is our initial state. Let's say, considering AA as the minimal string, on seeing A from Q0 it goes to Q1. On seeing A from Q1 it goes to Q2. Since we have reached the end of the string and this string is ending with AA, we will have to accept this string. So Q2 is our final state. Now consider BB. On seeing B from Q0 we go to Q2, Q3. From Q3 on seeing B we go to Q4. Since we have reached the end of the string and it has BB at the end of the string, we need to accept this string. So Q4 will be our final state. You will understand why we have two final states for strings ending with AA and strings ending with BB. You will understand by the end of the video. Now consider each state and check if it is complete or not. Q0 is complete because it has transitions over all the input symbols. Q1 does not have a transition over B. So how did we reach Q1? We reached Q1 on seeing NA. So if we have B from Q1, the machine thinks that this string might be ending with BB and it might be ending right here. So it goes to Q3 hoping that this string might be ending with BB. On seeing B from Q1 it goes to Q3. Now Q1 is complete. At Q2 we don't have transition over A or B. So how did we reach Q2? On seeing AA. So if we see an A at Q2, we still be accepting this language because this string is ending with AA, right? So we will be in Q2 itself on seeing A. What if we see a B at Q2? If we see a B at Q2, the machine thinks that this string might be ending with BB and it tries to go to that particular state from where it can see one more B and accept this string if this is ending with BB. So it goes to Q3 on seeing B. From Q3, if we see one more B, it goes to Q4, and if we reach the end of the string, we accept this string. If we don't reach the end of the string, on reaching Q4, we will see how Q4 behaves on seeing A or B. Now Q2 is complete. Now coming to Q3. Q3 does not have a transition over A. So how did we reach Q3? By seeing B or AB or AAB in this way or this way or this way. For that matter, any number of A's followed by B. So if we see an A here at Q3, the machine thinks that this string might be ending with A with AA and goes to that state from where it can see one more A and reach the final state and accept this string if it ends with AA. So that type of state is Q1. So we will have one transition from Q3 over A to Q1. Let's consider this string BAA BAA. The input header is here. From Q0 on seeing B, the input header goes to Q3. On seeing A from Q3, it goes to Q1, hoping that the string might be ending with AA here and I can accept the string if this ends at this position. So it goes to Q1. From Q1 on seeing A, it goes to Q2. At Q2, we do not accept this since we have not reached the end of the string. So at Q2, when we see a B at Q2, we go to Q3 hoping that the next symbol might be a B. It hopes that the next symbol might be the B and then it is the end of the string. So it goes to Q3 thinking that I will be seeing one more B from Q3 and I will reach the final state Q4 if this is my string, but this is not our string. From Q3 on seeing A, we go to Q1 hoping that this is my end of the string and I will be seeing one more A to reach the final state Q2 and accept this. Once it sees an A from Q1, it goes to final state Q2. Since the input header reached the end of the string, we accept this string. Now coming to Q4. Q4 does not have a transition over A, does not have a transition over B. How did we reach Q4? We reached Q4 by seeing BB. So similar to Q2, on seeing B from Q4, we will be in this state only because this string is ending with BB. On seeing A from Q4, we go to that state from where we can see one more A and reach the final state and accept the string if it ends with AA. So that type of state is Q1. So on seeing A from Q4, it goes to Q1. Now we can see all the states are complete. So this is our DFA having 5 states. We cannot reduce the number of states than 5. So this is our minimal DFA. You can try the exercise of minimizing this automata and try to parse some examples, some strings which are not in this language, and see if this DFA can accept those.